me proceed to give you what you need, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Cody, and today we are here for another episode of GM Mode, coming off a heartbreakingly close watch-along episode with SummerSlam. Over the course of the last few weeks, I've been really thinking about what to do with the show, because we need to turn things around. We've been losing so much, and by large amounts, so we gotta do something, and I think the best course may just be pulling the plug and starting completely over from square one, but I don't want to do it just yet. Match number 1 is honestly nothing special. It's just going to be a submission match between one Daivari and one William Regal. Lower card thing, just giving them something to do against each other. I don't remember if they have a rivalry or not. They might. But yeah, that's what we're doing with them. Match number 2. Now, all these people, if I remember correctly, need a good win. So we're going to have a handicap 1-on-3. The one is going to be poor Tajiri. Popularity 29, just getting fed to the people we need to win. We're going to have Jericho. We're going to have Booker T. And we're going to have Chris Masters. We're going to give all these guys a win, hopefully, against Tajiri, because they are getting a little bit dissatisfied, so we want to fix that. Promo number 1. Injury return promo for The Undertaker. Hopefully this will boost his popularity, and then when he comes back, this is what I'm waiting on to pull the plug. When The Undertaker comes back, I think the show will be revived. No pun intended, obviously. The dead man rising and hopefully resurrecting our show and the popularity as well. Match number 3 is going to be actually a pretty interesting match. It's going to be a Cruiserweight Championship match. We have Chavo, the champion Ric Flair, who won the belt at SummerSlam, coming back from injury and successfully gaining the Cruiserweight Championship for the first time, and Rob Van Dam. At SummerSlam, we had a huge upset victory for the United States Championship. Orlando Jordan won the 6-man Hell in a Cell match to gain himself his first reign as United States Champion. But the former champion Big Show, much better placement in the card as far as popularity goes. So we're going to give Big Show a rematch, and I'm not going to lie, I'm really hoping Big Show wins here, just because I don't want the title on Orlando Jordan. I don't. I think it's much better suited for someone like Big Show, just because he does have that higher popularity. So we'll see what happens there. United States Championship match. Promo number 2. We're going to have main event hype. I'm really pushing for a win here. We have a lot of title matches, and I think we have a good chance. Match number 5. I do remember these two are in a rivalry, but we're putting them in a handicap match to boost their popularity a little bit more. And of course, I'm talking about Rey Mysterio and Christian. They were feuding over the Cruiserweight title, but Ric Flair came in and stole that championship from the two of them, and we are sacrificing Paul London for the betterment of this program. Alright, now main event time is a exciting one, if I say so myself. So if you've been following the show up to this point, you know that we've had a very interesting heavyweight championship scene due to the injuries that we've had. So we're going to have a singles special referee match. The special referee is going to be Randy Orton, the former heavyweight champion. He was involved in this rivalry, but he lost the championship and the rivalry fizzled out as well. So he's going to be the special referee. Eddie Guerrero's already in place, and our champion, Shelton Benjamin, is defending it against the ever-popular Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero's our #1 guy, so we're going to make this for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is a stacked card. This is honestly a stacked card. Let's go ahead and go back over everything. So first off, Dorian Regal submission match, whatever. 1-on-3, Tajiri versus Jericho, Booker T, and Chris Masters, trying to get a win for those three guys. Injury return promo for The Undertaker, very exciting stuff. Triple threat Cruiserweight Championship match between Chavo, RVD, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Match number 4 is a United States Championship rematch, basically, between Orlando Jordan, the champion, and the former champion, The Big Show. Main event hype, hyping that main event. Match number 5, Paul London versus Rey Mysterio and Christian, trying to elevate those two guys for their program. And then finally, the main event, World Heavyweight Championship special referee, Randy Orton officiating Shelton Benjamin versus Eddie Guerrero. That match at SummerSlam between the three of them in the steel cage came down to the wire, so this is a very interesting main event. So I'm going to go ahead and finalize the card and simulate these results. Daivari, that's surprising. Beating William Regal in a submission match. Okay. Okay, the three guys do get over poor Tajiri. Chavo Guerrero! Double champion! Ooh, Chavo! So very short reign for poor Ric Flair. That's kind of sad. Poor Ric Flair. But Chavo, good for Chavo. You know, Chavo, he's been putting in the work. At first, he was very low on the card, but he's got championships on his resume now. So shout out to Chavo. Come on, dog. Honestly, no. Good for Orlando Jordan. He's another underdog champion story. I don't know what is with Shelton and Orlando Jordan. They were in a program together very early on in the early episodes, and since then they've broken off and have found championship success. So I guess. God bless it. Paul London. That plan backfired. That plan really backfired. I guess the story is that they couldn't coexist as a team to take down Paul London, but that's very disappointing, honestly. Shelton Benjamin retains. Ain't no stopping me, no! That's crazy. Shelton Benjamin, yo, what a champion, honestly. What a champion. That's very interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens. Undertaker, of course, returning from injury, and we still freaking lost. How? God. How? Oh my God. Raw, 3.5 stars. I don't understand. I'm so tired of losing. Undertaker tore his quadriceps, but he is ready to return. I'm so happy. I'm so upset, man. I'm really upset. Let's look at the reports. 1-star match. It's just because the undercard. I need to fix the undercard. And I have a plan for that. I do have a plan for... How's that? I guess 4 stars is pretty good. I think with that, I'm ready to go ahead and book the second half of the show. So stick around and I'll come up with a very different plan than what we have already. I said I was going to pull the plug, but I really didn't. I'm not using a lot of people on the roster. A lot of the lower card guys, I'm just leaving them off. I tried to look for trades, but there was nobody worth trading for. And then I also tried to look for free agents, but the free agents I wanted, really the popularity didn't justify it, and the people I had in mind weren't actually there, so I think I'm just gonna keep going, but it will get better in time just because we have these injuries returning now. So let's go ahead and book this week's show. Match number 1 Lower card, but I think it'll be okay. We're just going to do a singles match. There are a lot of singles matches on this card. It's going to be Regal and Chris Masters. Their popularity is not good, but compared to the low people on our card, it isn't terrible. So, singles match, Regal and Chris Masters. This breaks a rivalry that Chris Masters had with Tajiri, but like, whatever, you know? It really wasn't going anywhere anyway. Match number 2. Two guys that I'm really disappointed with. Jericho's already in place, and then Booker T. I feel like these guys should be more popular than what they are. So we'll put them in a program together, and hopefully something good becomes of it. Hopefully one of them breaks away and gets back to the point where they should be. Promo number 1. This is good because we can do injury return promos for our 2 remaining guys that are out. We're going to do the first one for Edge. And then match number 3, continuing a rivalry, and now this is our Cruiserweight Championship program. The challenger, Rob Van Dam, and the new champion, Chavo Guerrero. 61, good for Chavo. He was not that high. I built him up very well. I don't think I'm going to make this for the title, just because RVD needs to prove himself, I think, before we put the title on the line. But we'll see what happens with this match, and we will go forward from there. Alright, match number 4. This is the weird match. Let's make a tornado tag. Why not? Tornado tag match. We are utilizing 2 rivalries in the same match. So Orlando Jordan is actually going to be teamed up with Rey Mysterio. And they're going to go up against their respective rivals. So Orlando Jordan is with The Big Show, and Rey Mysterio is with Christian. Promo number 2, this one is going to be for Batista, who I cannot wait to come back because that's really going to help me as well. And then match number 5, this is where we're getting a little bit interesting here. We're going to have Randy Orton go up against Eddie Guerrero. So these are my 2 most popular guys, and they were involved in the heavyweight title scene, but that kind of fizzled out. So we're going to put them against each other. So why not? Kind of like a number 1 contender thing, maybe. But we're also going to make it interesting and throw Ric Flair in as Randy Orton's manager. Obviously, they have a history together with Evolution, and Eddie Guerrero is one half of the tag team champions, so depending what happens with Chavo and RVD, we may be able to put the tag team championship program with Evolution. You never know. It could happen. We might be able to have like a 6-man tag thing going on. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if I could pull that off. We are going to have a heavyweight championship match between our champion, Shelton Benjamin, and the returning from injury, Undertaker. This is really throwing the Undertaker a bone, but I think it's for the best of the show to have these guys in a program together. I think we can really make it work. Even if the Undertaker doesn't win here, we can extend this rivalry into something that we can work with for a number of weeks. Let's go ahead and go back over everything. We have William Regal and Chris Masters, just a singles match. Chris Jericho, Booker T, just a singles match. Injury return promo for Edge. Non-title singles match between Chavo and RVD. Tornado tag team match between Big Show and Christian, and Orlando Jordan and Rey Mysterio. Injury return promo for Batista. And singles match with manager Randy Orton and Ric Flair going up against Eddie Guerrero. And then The Undertaker and Shelton Benjamin for the World Heavyweight Championship. And simulate all of these results. Chris Masters getting a win. Chris Masters is like that lower card talent that is able to pick up victories when he needs to. I guess that's pretty dependable to have on the show. Somebody down low but is building momentum is really nice to have. Booker T beats Chris Jericho. That's cool. Whatever. Okay, RVD is able to pick up a win against Chavo. Why not have a Cruiserweight Championship match next week? just because of this, you know? Okay, good, because Rey Mysterio was getting a little upset about not winning, so the team of Rey and Orlando Jordan was able to beat the team of Christian and The Big Show. I'm not upset about that. Eddie Guerrero picks up the win even though Ric Flair was helping Randy on the outside. That's very interesting, I guess. Shelton Benjamin again!
Ain't no stopping me, no!
Oh my goodness, retains against The Undertaker. It's kind of fair that The Undertaker didn't win on his first week back. I definitely think we can make something out of this. I feel like we won't win. I'm just not expecting to win anymore. I'm just really not. Oh! But we won! 40,000! I'll take 40,000! I will take 40,000! How about that? Okay. Batista returning to injury. Very soon, sleeper match. Eddie Guerrero, okay. Okay. I'm not mad. Let's go ahead and look at our roster. Eddie is now our most popular guy. His fatigue is really high. Undertaker and Randy, why are they just content? Why are you just content? Losing every week, okay. How about The Undertaker? Losing every week. You just came back, dog. You just came back. Okay, this is interesting. So, Batista and Edge are going to come back in the second half of next week's episode. I really need that. I think that'll really help us turn things around. Let's take a peek at our rivalries. Okay, we have Undertaker and Shelton Benjamin now. That's a good new program to have for the heavyweight title scene. Chavo and RVD is going very strong. That's cool. Okay, now we have Chris Jericho and Booker T as a rivalry. We have a lot of rivalries now. Christian and Rey Mysterio is going strong. And then William Regal and Chris Masters replaces Tajiri and Chris Masters. Okay, Big Show and Orlando Jordan is going strong. And then we have Eddie and Randy Orton. These are good programs, honestly. I think they're good programs. Fan support. We are far behind, but I guess we closed the gap a little bit, and that's all we can really ask for. So, I guess that'll do it for this week's episode. If you all enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. So I'd like to thank you for coming out to this one and hope to see you for the next one.